I have to come with it all. I have to do more. Obviously, just to secure the win is doing just enough to get a draw.
On the outside, and I just want to help, like I said, the fighters that's up and coming.
Floyd Mayweather is allegedly working with Lamont Roach ahead of his rematch against Gervonta. With Mayweather's elite defensive skills and strategic mindset, Roach is sharpening his technique, footwork, and ring IQ. This training could give Roach the edge he needs to secure victory in their upcoming showdown. Lamont Roach's training footage is looking incredibly sharp. His speed, footwork, and technique are on point, and he is showing impressive improvement. Every punch is crisp and his movement looks fluid. He appears more focused and determined than ever, showing no signs of slowing down in his preparation for the rematch. Lamont Roach is determined, stating that he wants to push harder this time to secure his win. His motivation stems from the controversy surrounding their first fight. He understands that he needs to go above and beyond in training to prove his superiority inside the ring. Floyd Mayweather has always taken an interest in guiding young fighters. He was a key influence in Gervonta's early career, providing mentorship and strategic insights. Now that Davis has parted ways with Mayweather Promotions, Floyd is turning his attention to other boxers, including Roach, which adds intrigue to the upcoming rematch.
I have to come with it all. I have to do more. Obviously, just to secure the win is doing just enough to get a draw. So I have to push harder. I have to train harder. I have to be more mean. I have to be more physical. I have to do a lot. I have to do everything just a little more. And I think that will definitely put me over the hump. And I'm more than motivated to get back in there, get back in the camp, and work hard so I can secure a victory over a pound for pound fighter, in which I believe that I am myself.
Mayweather has often spoken about the pivotal role he played in building Davis's career, but these remarks have sometimes created friction between them. Davis, eager to carve out his own legacy, has grown frustrated with Mayweather taking credit for his success. Their relationship has been strained at times, adding another layer to this boxing rivalry.
Do you will come back to boxing?
Oh no. I'm not coming back to the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing was good to me. I was able to make a lot of smart investments on the outside, and I just want to help, like I said, the fighters that's up and coming. Like I was talking about, like Gervonta, Tank Davis. I don't understand why he's not in the top 10 pound for pound. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, Benavidez. The list goes on. There's so many tough fighters out there. So many great young champions out there that I'm proud of.
This is not the first time Floyd has worked with a fighter preparing to face Gervonta in the past. He shared his expertise with Frank Martin, helping him get ready for a match against Tank. Given Floyd's deep understanding of Davis's boxing style, his involvement with Roach could provide a significant advantage.
Tank Davis, he was a young kid, came up to me when he was a kid, wanted an autograph. I signed his phone for him and told him, "You'll be world champion someday, and I'll be your promoter." Years later, he was working with some people from our team, because our team is huge. We got guys in DC, Baltimore, Philly, New York, all around. He won a few fights. I think he was like 8 or 9-0. I told him, in under 24 months, you'll be world champion. Made the right moves, put him in the right position. He's a multi-millionaire now.
Absolutely.
He was a kid that couldn't even buy a bus ticket. Now he's a multi-millionaire.
Floyd Mayweather has long preached a methodical and calculated approach to boxing. His emphasis on defensive mastery and technical precision aligns well with Roach's evolving skill set. Roach's improvements suggest that he may be incorporating elements of Mayweather's philosophy into his own game plan. Some critics argue that Mayweather's approach to training is flawed. They claim that his fighters often rely too much on technical skills and defensive maneuvers rather than endurance and grit. Mayweather's belief that a short training camp is sufficient has been questioned by those who believe that long-term conditioning is necessary for success.
young fighters. He loves to embrace guys. So what was being around talking to Floyd? Like, what has Floyd taught you about fighting? And has it made you a better fighter? Because he could tell me all day to do that shit he does. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what does being around a guy like Floyd do for you?
He could tell you, go run at 2 a.m. You know, go do it when, cause 9 times out of 10, we know your opponent sleep at that time. So go run at 2 a.m. and go give yourself a mental edge, you know, like, cause you know you out there working every night at 2 a.m. running. That's a lot of the times your opponent sleep. You know, it could be little things that'll take you to the next level. You know, that Floyd, a person like Floyd, like if he tell you that, you gonna take a lot of heave to it and it's gonna give you a different type of motivation when you doing it. He could show you something, you know, and it could be the same thing. You know, you might not be able to do it like him, but just it coming from him, it'll give you like a different type of like feel about yourself.
Hold up, limitless, niggas to me cap pinning it. I fought the head.
You know, he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. But I knew for sure that wasn't going to be enough to beat me. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not going to hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
To better prepare for his fight against Davis, Roach has expressed interest in sparring with Jiren Boots Ennis. He sees similarities in the boxing styles of Davis and Ennis, believing that training with Ennis will sharpen his ability to handle Tank's speed and explosiveness. This strategic preparation could be crucial for Roach's game plan.
That's the worst decision I think I might have ever seen. I don't know how that's not a knockdown. But anyway, thoughts on the overall fight first, Jeff?
I think that it was a good fight on both sides, and I do think that Roach actually won the fight. I thought he outworked Tank. I thought that he threw more punches than Tank. It seemed like Tank was fighting like he always do. It just seemed like he was just waiting for him to figure out whoever was in front of him like he always do and then go to work. But this time when he went to work, the guy went to work back. So, I mean, he had somebody that was firing back at him. It's the same way.
Yeah. I think the commentators and most of us at home thought, kind of the same thing. You thought Roach would bank some of those early rounds to prepare for the onslaught later. And when it didn't really happen, it was pretty even. We said, well, this is going to be a one-sided fight. But, yeah, it never happened. And Roach, through the latter half of the fight actually seemed to do better than the first half.
I thought he did good pretty much all the way through the fight. I mean, there was a few rounds where he didn't do that well, but I mean, I thought he won the fight clearly. I mean, I didn't see Gervonta really the Gervonta that I know. I mean, I'm a big Gervonta fan, but I didn't see none of the Gervonta that I'm used to seeing.
Why do you think that is? Roach was pretty lightly valued coming into the fight, moving up a weight class. It's not somebody that they expected to give him a huge challenge. What do you think it was that Roach presented to Tank that made it so difficult for him?
The one thing is that he fought at the right distance, and he let his hands go, and that's the most important part. Is that's how you win a fight, by letting your hands go. I mean, Gervonta was sitting back, waiting like he normally does, and then all of a sudden he finishes him. He always finishes opponents, but this time it didn't happen.